everyone, in today's video tutorial I'll be showing you how to make Christmas clay ornaments. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below the video and remember to subscribe to my channel. Have fun and enjoy! Hi everyone. Okay, in this video I want to show you how to make these clay ornaments for the tree. I know it's a little bit early, Christmas time is not for a little while, but as an artist and business owner online, I have to get these done in advance because I have a lot of people that buy them in advance. And so what I have today, you will need a kitchen knife, and I have an X-Acto knife here for details. Some metal cookie cutters. Metal's better, it doesn't cut through very well if it's plastic. There's a Halloween one here just to give you a different idea what you can do. If you do like a Halloween theme decorating, you can use those, but this one's plastic. I wouldn't recommend this one. And but you can definitely find the metal ones at your local crafter store or online as well. And I have here it's called Marblex air drying clay, and this one's a shade of gray, so that's what I'm using today. So you don't have to put it in the oven. It hardens within like 24 hours or so. It should be ready to use. So this is the Christmas tree that we're going to be making today. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take out some clay, and you always want to make sure that it's sealed properly because it'll dry out really quickly. So you're going to want to cut a small amount with your kitchen knife for whatever you're going to be using, and we're going to be making one ornament, so we don't need very much. So I'll be cutting some of this here, and you can do the same, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Alright, so the next step here is you're going to want to take your clay and you're going to want to mold it, and you might have to add some water to it depending on how dry it is to be able to mold it easily. So you're gonna have to shape it a bit, flatten your clay, and you do the same thing and meet me back here in a few minutes. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so now I want to show you the next step here. So you flattened out your clay, make sure it's about a 1/4 inch thick. You want it to be even so it'll dry properly, and you'll avoid the cracking effect that sometimes happens if it's uneven clay, or if it dries too fast it can also crack. So okay, so you're gonna pick your cookie cutter, and I picked the Christmas tree, and you're just gonna do the same as when you're doing shortbread cookies. So you're just gonna stamp it with the cookie cutter, and then you're going to peel off what's around the excess clay that's around it. So it takes about 24 hours to properly dry. What you're going to want to do is flip it after 12 hours. Flip it to the other side so that it can properly dry on both sides, and then you'd be ready to use it. Okay, so there we go. So once I've done that, you can always use wax paper underneath. I just put it directly on my table here, but this is my craft table, so that's okay. And then you're going to want to smooth the edges. If there's anything extra, you can remove that. Okay. Alright, and then you're going to want to you can use, they have special rollers you can buy, same as what you would use for baking cookies, for decorating the top of it. I have different designs. You can use a rubber stamper as well. I sometimes do that. So the first thing you're going to want to do, take a pencil and make a hole at the top here. And when the clay dries, it usually shrinks a little bit, so make the hole big enough there to put your bow through. Okay, so that's all you got to do for that. Make sure it went through to the other side. Make sure it'll fit. can always use a needle anyway. If the hole's a bit smaller, just use a needle to thread through your ribbon. Okay, so what I use is, like I said, you can use word stampers, letter stampers, but today I'm using an X-Acto knife just to do the word joy. So I'll be doing that here. Just make it deep enough so that you can read it properly, because once it dries, you still want to be able to see it. I had quite a bit of coffee this morning, so my hand's a bit shaky. So also, when you make a mistake, you can always take your knife and just flatten out the parts that you want to fix. And you can flatten out the whole thing if you want and do it over. You can erase all the words, you know, just go over it. And you can kind of fix it as you go. That's my J there, and I'm going to do the O. So once these are dry, these are really cute ornaments. You can even paint them. You can make different designs, like I said, with stampers, or you can use paint markers to do different colors on it. Really, you can personalize them any which way you want, which is great. And so these are great for any kind of Christmas tree decor you have. You know, if you're doing a theme tree, you can have these in there. Just, you can match the colors of the ribbons on them with whatever colors you're using that year. Okay, so there is our ornament. It says joy. And now we're going to let it dry for 24 hours. Remember to flip it after about 12 hours. Flip it to the other side and let that side dry properly as well. And then after 24 hours, you're ready to put the ribbon in and to use it. So I hope you enjoy trying this craft project. And let me know if you have any questions or any comments down below. And also remember to check out my Etsy shop.